Alright, so we have one little problem.
We got to make money in the next 30 days.
Yes, sir!
Or else we'll be on the streets.
I'm going to be knocking doors to see if I can land a few vending locations. First location, boys.
Hi.
Excuse me.
So, have other people come by here before?
Yes.
So I was just curious if you guys had somebody or not yet.
Please leave your message for...
You know when you look at other people and you're like, dang, I'm so far behind.
My goal with this whole series is documenting the journey of becoming a millionaire before 25.
Alright, so we have one little problem. Literally 3-4 days ago, I was running by the lake. It was super nice. It was a little chilly, right? But no problem at all. Now, I don't know if this is just a Michigan thing, but we hear that, there's going to be a snowstorm or whatever, because the weather here in Michigan changes every 24 hours. I kid you not. I wake up this morning, I go outside, and look at this. Like, brother, what the heck is this? Bro, I can't even get the car out. And I'm sure my mom's not going to shovel the driveway. I have to do it. So it's like, it's freezing cold. Right now it's like 0 degrees Celsius for anyone in Europe or watching this outside of the US. And it's like 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's just coming down like crazy. It's like, I'm not even built for this weather. Keep in mind, like, bro, I'm not like the white kids that you have in recess when you're in elementary school that like, it's January, February, and it's 2 feet of snow and they're coming out with their shorts, like running around all happy. And you're like, brother, you have shorts on and short sleeves. Why are you so hyped up? It's always that one white kid that just doesn't care about the cold. I'm not built like that personally. So I got to suit up. I got to get my goggles on. I got to get everything to shovel the driveway. Like, dude, this is like 3 feet of snow. So what I have to do right now, I have to get this car out, take some food to my grandparents, do some errands, and then we actually got to start working. After we're done with this, we're going to keep on grinding with what we got to do with work, and we'll have a good time. Wish me luck. Jeez. Alright boys, so we just finished cleaning the driveway not too long ago, ran some errands, but I wanted to give you guys a quick drifting tutorial. Alright, I was drifting actually last night with my dad after I finished cooking him in basketball, basically one-on-one, but he's laughing right now because he's recording. And after I finished cooking him, taking him to school with the basketball, now I started teaching him how to drift. So this is probably the best thing you can do when you drift, right? Drifting, what I've realized, is the only time when grown men become boys, right? That's when like you see like literal grown men act like little kids, like we're playing Need for Speed. But basically what you have to do, you take traction control off, okay? You get on drive, and then you gotta wait till you get into the turn, and you're gonna start drifting, all right? Let's see if I can, so you guys can see a little bit more. I'm gonna do a left turn now. Hopefully we don't get stuck. Okay, here we go, boys. Find out traction on me. Look at the control. Yes, sir. Dad, what do you think?
Nice.
This is legit. Let's try to do a full 360 turn. Oh, there's a lot of snow. I can't slow down or else I'm gonna get stuck. Okay, now we're gonna do around this thing. Let's see if I have the skill. 500 steer.
Nice.
There we go. And the nice Honda Pilot. What would you rate that from 1 to 10?
That was very close to 10, if not 10.
That was actually pretty good. We are back in the OG crib. This is where I was born and raised, pretty much. So we just finished, drifting, doing some other stuff earlier today, but I'm gonna get some work done right now. I'm actually only here just because it's on the holidays, and so I'm visiting my family for the weekend, and then I'm gonna go back down to Tennessee, which is where I'm at, to keep on working, pretty much. And right now, this is what I got going on. So I'm basically getting a list of a bunch of leads, because this week what I'm going to do is I'm essentially going to cold call and door knock, probably cold call around 250 to 500 leads, and then I'm going to door knock ideally 100 plus. Just door knocking takes a lot more time. And I'm doing all this for the vending business. So I'm looking to acquire out. That's going well so far. God willing, everything goes through. So that's going well. But it's a little slower, and I don't really have much control over speed because I'm just getting over his documents. We're just getting the LOI signed right now, and then it should be closing, fingers crossed, in the next 30 days or so. But meanwhile, here's the problem. The biggest concern I have right now is, since the landlord doesn't want me living where I'm living, which is with my buddies in their house in Tennessee, since I'm not on the lease technically, I have to move out in about 30 days. And I'm running out of money kind of quick, with just expenses and possibly investing almost all of my money into buying out the small vending route. So if I don't get some motion in the next 30 days or so, I'm essentially going to have to be on the street or live in my car for a while. I'm sure I could get it figured out eventually, but I might be homeless for like a few weeks potentially. I hope it doesn't get to that point, but that's potentially what's at risk. So what I'm going to do first, I'm gathering the list of all the leads I'm going to call. And then I'm going to, in the next few days, I'm going to call them and I'm going to door knock them to see if we can land 1 or 2 locations to possibly put either some vending machines, a micro market, and hopefully get some cash flow before, 30 days, or hopefully get something before 30 days so we don't have to live in my car. So that's kind of what's at risk right now. I made some brochures so I can knock the doors and meet the business owners in person. But to be fully transparent, it's a little stressful. I can't lie, because my parents are like, oh yeah, you can just come back home. But like, when you come back home, you just get sucked back into the day-to-day. And it doesn't really feel like you're making progress forward. You kind of have to burn the boats. So I'm literally only here for like 3-4 days, and I'm heading back. Because I don't want to fall back on home as a crutch. Because I know I have to take risks and push forward. And yeah, it's a little stressful, but it's what I asked for. It's kind of the life of an entrepreneur. It's long nights, hungry nights. You don't know if you're going to be able to make payroll. You don't know if you're going to make money that month. And all big things initially start off kind of small. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's all kind of part of the game. I really like the vending niche right now. I've tried all the online businesses that everyone talks about, but those never worked for me. So I'm just kind of documenting the journey as I start the business. I like the unit economics. It makes sense. You get a location, it makes money, and you get another one or you buy more. And there's a lot of like mom and pops. So I'm just going to hopefully in the future possibly buy out more. But I don't know, man. I might look like an idiot a year from now. So actually I was looking at this thing right here. This is actually from the first location I had when I was in high school. We'd have to wear this when we would go into the factory. So we'd go into the factory with this thing on. So we were up to like legal code. And so we'd come with this. I know it looks a little janky, but you go with this and then we'd stock the machines. It was mainly my buddy stocking it, or my business partner. But those are good times, man. Those are good times. This is what it was like pretty much. So yeah, man, that's what we got. I have all my books here. Actually, let me go ahead and put you guys on some quick sauce. Check this out.
Got the Hormozy books right here, 1, 2, 3. If you want to make money online, I would do one of these 2 books. This one wasn't that good in my opinion. Also, the Russell Brunson books are great books to read. I personally, my favorite one were these 2. These 2 were the best ones. These are all for like if you're doing like online stuff, growth ops. This is for the businesses that I tried in the past in the online space. This is by Sabri Subi. You can search him up on YouTube. Talks about sales and stuff. I read it. Wasn't great in my opinion. Probably my favorite one on this row here was probably this one by Will Brown. If you're into like the coaching or consulting world, that's when I was in the growth ops times. If you like buying stocks and investing in stocks, I would do this book. Is a pretty good one for buying businesses. Since I'm always liked buying businesses. I've always been like into making deals and stuff. I bought this book. I would recommend. It's pretty good. This book is very like, what's it called? Kind of like textbook type. It was too complicated for me. The Harvard one's pretty good. I really like this one by Steven Schwartzman. It has to be probably one of my favorite biographies of all time. I really, really liked it, to be fully transparent. The Ray Dalio one is pretty good. No More Mr. Nice Guy. It's not too bad. Just basically tells guys to value themselves. The Way the Superior Man is actually pretty good. How Rich People Think. I read this one in high school, but I really enjoyed it for like changing your mindset. And I could keep going on and on. I can make a separate video about this. I just figured I'd show you guys the library that I have built with my own hard-earned dollars over time. But let's put this back. I got some more over there as well, but I won't go into that in this video unless you guys want me to. In a future one I can do that. But
We got to make money in the next 30 days, or else we'll be on the streets. And I'm really hoping that doesn't happen, but we got to make some money. It's risky stuff. It's risky, but it's part of the game. Part of the game. Gentlemen of culture, we meet again. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm basically getting some final details ready, building the script, just getting the final locations that I want to hit today, because I'm going to be pounding the pavement and basically knocking doors to see if I can land a few vending locations. And there's a part of me that doesn't want to do this at all. I don't know if you guys know yet, but I used to do door-to-door. Like, I did door-to-door for 2 summers, actually. And so my first summer, it was Christian literature. And then my second summer was door-to-door pest control. I worked with a company called Aptive. You guys might know it. You guys might have buddies that have done door-to-door pest, or, you know, different things like solar, roofing, doorbells, you know, different things like that, or security, I guess is a better term for it. And that was insane. And so part of me doesn't want to go out right now because I'm like, dang, I remember when I was doing door-to-door, like, it just wasn't easy, right? I learned a ton. And there's a part of me that did like it. There's another part of me that was like, wow, that was really, really tough. And so going out right now, I'm like, dude, like, I feel like I haven't made any progress at all. And then I remember all of my friends that are in jobs that they hate, or where I might possibly be if I don't make any money in the next 30 days, or if I don't have something come through, if I don't have some form of success, I don't know where I'm going to be, because I don't want to get a normal job working at a Dollar General or something like that. It's just not for me. And so I think to myself now, well, isn't this what you asked God for? Like, you asked God to guide you and, you know, help you be successful in whatever you do. If you prayed for that, Danny, then you should very, very well expect it to be very difficult, very hard, and you should expect failure along the way. And I think back to myself and I'm like, yeah, that is exactly what I asked God for. So, because I don't want to go to heaven, hypothetically, right? And have God sit there and just be like, Daddy, you asked me to be successful. Like, you told me you really wanted it. But when push came to shove, you didn't really want it that bad. You were just like everybody else. That's what I'm so afraid of. So if I fail in all this, which I genuinely believe, if I just do so much work, I just cannot fail. For some reason, if I quit, it just means one thing. I didn't want it bad enough. That's all it comes down to. It's no one's fault but mine. And so throughout this whole process, what I kind of think of is you just got to keep on moving forward. And you can't think of like what it's going to be like. You can't overthink it. Because the more I'm overthinking it, the more I hesitate to go out and do it. And, you know, door-to-door wasn't really that bad. Like, it made me into a machine. I remember when I was knocking doors in San Antonio, it was 110 degrees Fahrenheit, burning hot. I had no water. I was knocking doors from 10 in the morning, 10 in the morning, all the way to 9:30 p.m. at night. Sometimes even 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. at night. That just makes you feel like everything, it just makes you feel like everything else in life is easy. It's on easy mode. When you have to cold call, when you have to do cold outreach, when you have to, build your business from scratch, do a lot of sales work, which is really tough. Doing door-to-door for 2 summers made me feel like everything else is easy, to be honest. Like, I remember my team lead picking me up in his car, and he started laughing because he's like, dude, what's going on? And I looked at my pockets, and I had 2 plastic water bottles in my left pocket and 2 empty plastic water bottles in my right pocket. Because you have no water, so you kind of have, I was basically asking for people for water at the doors. Like, dude, it was not easy at all. But now I think, I'm like, well, I get to be in my car, I get to drive around, get to, listen to whatever I want to in between. Like, this is amazing. And I remember, I live in arguably probably the best country in the world, the United States of America. Like, this is awesome. I have a house over my head, like I have food in the fridge. And so I think of everyone that doesn't have the opportunity to aspire for their dreams. And then I'm like, dude, you're so spoiled. Go out there and get it. Because many people will wish they were in my shoes right now and wish they could possibly build their business, or at least just have the chance to take the risk. And so what I'm going to do now is, after finishing up getting these leads, I'm basically going to get those leads, put them in my phone, and start reaching out location by location to see if I can get a vending machine placed in there. I'm going to record as much as I can. It's going to be a little difficult, but I'll do as much as I can. And then after we knock for a few weeks, like 2 weeks or so, then I'm going to try cold calling for 1 or 2 weeks and hopefully have some progress. So I'm going to document it all in this video, so you guys are in for a treat. One more thing that I thought of when I was talking to my dad about this, actually, because to be honest with you, I feel like the walls are kind of closing in. I have 30 days because the landlord doesn't want me in the property and I have to move out. I don't know where I'm going to be going. The deal that I've worked on in the past few videos should be closing, but I'm not 100% sure. There's a chance that it doesn't close. I have credit cards I need to pay starting in January. It just seems like everything's closing in, to be honest. Like, it's now or never. It's either now it's just going to like fail, or now it's going to be successful. And something that my dad talked to me about, my dad is a very Christian guy. Very, very Christian, spiritual man. Head of the household, 10 out of 10. I'm very, very blessed to have a 2-parent household and a father in the home. Something that he told me before I came back from the holidays, I was visiting them, now I'm here back in Tennessee. He said to me, Danny, God knew you were going to be born before you were born. With that being said, he asked me, he's like, Danny, do you think God makes mistakes? I said, no, absolutely not. So then he looked at me and said, well, if God doesn't make mistakes and he knew you were going to be born, don't you think the biggest question you can ask yourself is, why were you born? What's your purpose? Because if God knew who you're going to be before you're born, that means he has a purpose for you. That means he has something in store for you. So push forward and never, ever give up on your dream. Because the day you do is the day the enemy wins. the day you quit. Because we're only here for a very, very short period of time. And so he just told me, he said, Danny, in the Bible, you look back at different people like Joseph, people, like him, right? He had a vision of 2 dreams. That vision was not shared with his father and his mother and his brothers, those closest to him, right? That dream was shared to Joseph himself. So, whenever God gives you a dream, a vision, I don't think it's coincidence. I don't think things happen by accident kind of thing, right? Like, there's a reason I've always been interested in entrepreneurship. I don't know the reason yet. I believe it's to help a lot of other people to become successful and share, the journey and to guide other people as well. But I don't know that for certain. But I think everyone in this short life has a purpose. And it's sprinkled through, different talents, different gifts. We all have gifts. But unfortunately, the vast, vast majority of us, we let the world silence them. And so my perspective is like, you might as well die trying, because what's the point of life if you don't pursue your dreams at the fullest? I don't know, it sounds kind of cliche, but you just got to keep on moving forward and realize that the reason you think about being successful, the reason you think about business and entrepreneurship, or, the reason you have all these inclinations, my perspective, since I believe in God, is I believe God put it there to a certain extent. And so your job is to fulfill that purpose, because God never makes mistakes, ever. So you are here for a reason. I apologize if you don't believe in God. Believe in whatever you want. But that frame of mind at least helps me. And having parents that definitely, to a certain extent, support you. I think they started supporting me, honestly, after they realized that, dang, this kid's actually not going to quit. Like, he's not going to stop. Because in the beginning, they were like, get a job, have a backup. Now, I think they can see that I'm just going to full send it and not going to quit and not going to give up. They just want to support it. So, with that being said, we're going to get out there. We're going to do our best. And we're not going to give up. We're not going to give up.
First location, boys. These huge apartment complex right across from the Nashville Stadium. Definitely a Class A luxury apartment complex. Whew, it's gonna be fun.
Excuse me. Quick question. Is the property manager here?
He is. He's in a meeting.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I could ask you instead. I was just wondering, who's in charge of your guys' vending, micro markets, and amenities here in the area?
Vending, we don't have any.
Not yet?
We're not gonna get it.
That's not something you guys are interested in?
We had 3 different people come through.
Okay.
We're not doing it.
Okay, no problem. Sounds good. Thank you. Take care. So I just went to the first location. That was a quick no. We weren't interested at all. Apparently 3 of the people had come through. So on to the next. Hey, super quick. I was just stopping by. I just run a small vending business here in the area. I was stopping by to see if you guys had anything like that here yet.
Oh, what?
It's like vending, any amenities.
Oh, yeah, we don't have vending machines here.
Are you guys interested in that potentially?
No,
for
we
the
can't
tenants?
have them. The corporation no longer here.
I gotcha. No problem, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, they're good.
I run a small vending business here in the area. I was wondering if you guys had anything like that around here.
We don't, but we've had multiple people come by with it, and they're just not gonna let us do it.
Got it. Corporate.
Yeah.
I got you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, brother? Good, man. Hey, dude, I'm a local vending provider here in the area.
Okay.
Are you guys allowed to have that here?
We honestly don't have space for that.
Okay. How much space do you guys have? In the commons area, around the pool area, anything like that?
I can show you. We
Yeah.
really don't have space for that.
What's your name, brother? Christian. Danny, nice to meet you, man. So, have other people come by here before?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And what's kind of been the gist?
Same reason, honestly. Let's say also the location. We're right next to almost everything. We just don't need it as well.
Okay.
So that's been the main reason why.
Okay, gotcha. So if you guys had something, it would probably be like right here.
Yes, this is the only limited space that we have.
So it'd have to be somewhere like around here, probably. Okay. Is this something you guys are open to?
Say that again?
Is this something you guys are open to?
I can't.
Is this something you guys are open to doing?
What do you mean? What other types
Like,
of service?
is that something you guys are interested in possibly having if everything checks out?
Not really. No.
Okay.
No.
This is the first guy that was kind of close to something, but it looked to be all outdoor stuff, only 95 units. So it's gonna be decent, probably like $500 a month, but not great to be honest. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be on the next one. Hey, how are you? Good, how are you?
Good.
Hey, super quick. I run a small vending business here in the area. Do you guys have anything like that around here?
Like vending?
Yeah, like machines, micro markets, any.
Oh, we already have a company through that right now.
Okay, so they're doing a pretty good job?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
All right,
Awesome, thank you so much. Hey, super quick. So I'm a local vending provider here in the area, mainly break rooms, stuff like that. I'm assuming you guys have a break room here for the guys. Are you guys happy with the provider? How's all that going?
Going really well.
Okay, it's going good.
We've used the same provider for a while.
Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Super quick. I'm a local vending provider here in the area. Do you guys have anything like that over here yet?
We do.
Okay. They're doing a pretty good job?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, how you doing? Good. Hey, I'm a local vending provider here for the area. I wasn't sure if you guys had anything like that here for the tenants.
We do. Yeah.
Okay. Are they doing a good job?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Just double checking. Thank you so much. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. My name is Danny. I was just here really quick. I'm a local vending provider for a lot of some other apartments here. Do you guys have anything here in this apartment yet?
We don't.
Would you guys be open to exploring that possibly?
Possibly. I would really have to talk more to like my regional and the owners, but
Okay.
I think they would be open to the idea.
Okay, gotcha. Is it more, do you know anything more specifics about it? Maybe like an actual machine, more like a micro market, like a small little thing like the mail room or like by the pool area? Or would it be best to just touch base?
I would say they would probably lean more towards a vending machine than a mini market. But if you give me your contact information, I can pass it on to my regional manager
Okay.
so she can put it in our owner's ear and see if they're interested, and they can reach back out to you.
Sure. Yeah, I can definitely give you my email.
Over to her, or get the idea over, and now I'll contact you if she's like, okay, we can do it.
Sure.
Okay.
And Ashton, just for me, when do you think would be a good time to touch base, just to follow up?
I would say the next week.
Next week?
Yep.
Cool. Awesome,
Okay.
Ashton.
Thank
you so much.
Uh-huh.
Take care. So I just got the first possible maybe on the apartment complexes. It sounds like it's going to be more of a follow-up process, so I'm going to email them later. And so far I'm like 1 for like 7 or 8. I don't know. I'll see you later when I'm editing this video. But we're just going to keep on going. Overall though, I am seeing that most property managers, it's not really a sales pitch. Like they don't really need convincing. It's like if they're open to it, they are. If they're not, people have either tried already, and so they're not open to it already, or they know corporate doesn't let them, or they're just gonna be a quick no. So there's not much sales to it, to be honest. So I'm thinking I might just start cold calling them, because most of these property managers, I don't know what they're doing in here. They're just doing nothing on the computer. They're just sitting and yapping pretty much from what I can see. And so I might just cold call them just to go through the list a lot quicker. I'm not sure if that'll be effective, but knocking the doors or like going in person to me is not seeming as effective as going and just cold calling to see which one's interested first, and then from the ones that are interested, then going in person to follow up with them. But yeah, I'll kind of adjust as things go. Oh, okay, perfect. Hey, my name is Danny. I'm just a local break room solutions vending provider. I'm sure you guys probably have one here. I just wanted to double check and see how that was going. Like the break room solutions where like most of the people eat and stuff.
Yeah, we just got some new people.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's all some vending machines.
Okay.
Well, this is March.
How long ago did the new guys come in?
I don't know. How long once a week? I don't know when these talking about when these started. They've been here for a minute.
But when he come in, I don't know what he does. I feel like he brings his old food. Because he's here all the time. Literally, he's here like once a week, switching stuff out. Yeah.
But it'd be cool to have some new stuff.
And some lemonade. You know, my favorite was period lemonade, but they don't do that anymore. Yeah, salads for us vegetarians. Yeah.
I'll see if I can hook you all up. I'll do my best. Dude, so I just went into the XPO Logistics huge warehouse. I can see XPO, I see Walmart trucks, tons and tons of trucks, huge warehouse. In my mind, I'm like, they're probably gonna say no, like I probably shouldn't even go. I'm not even allowed to be in there. It says authorized vehicles. You can see a huge XPO truck in the back. But part of me was like, bro, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? And like, I'm reading this guy's book, Brad Jacobs, you know, he's the guy that kind of grew it into what it is today. So I'm like, bro, I just gotta take the shot, you know what I'm saying? Gotta shoot it. And then, yeah, the lady said that their stuff wasn't that good. She walked me through the whole thing. I saw the whole entire micro market in there, and I saw all the guys, like, they weren't really happy with it as much. And so now I got some people to call. So there's a lesson, boys. You gotta keep shooting, man. You gotta keep shooting. Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm well. How are you?
Good. No.
How can I help you?
Super quick. So I'm a local vending provider here in the area.
Okay.
Do you guys have that here yet? Are you guys allowed to by corporate?
We don't have anything here,
Okay.
but you could definitely set up a meeting with my property manager and we could discuss it.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds like it's something you guys would possibly be open to doing
Maybe.
for the tenants.
Yeah.
Cool.
Vending machine, right?
Yeah, like we sometimes, depending on how big the complex is or location, sometimes it's like a mini mart where they can just like self-checkout.
Yeah.
And it kind of depends also where it is. If it's more like in the pool area, if it's more like in the mail room, kind of depends.
Okay. Let me grab you this card. I'll be right
Sure.
back. Can't find them anywhere, so you can just take mine.
Okay.
And then I'll forward it on your email. Just send him information about like what you do, and then I'll forward it on to him, and then he can get with you.
Okay, sweet.
Schedule a
Kelsey, nice to meet you. My name is Danny.
Yeah.
If I don't hear anything from him or you guys, should I reach out like in a week or something? Just touch base through email?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll go ahead and do that. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Good meeting.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. All right, so I'm gonna go through the list now. I'm just gonna be cold calling it, just because I'm a local vending provider for some of these apartments here. So we provide like mini markets, vending. So I was just curious if you guys had somebody or not yet, or if you guys were even allowed to do that.
You know what? I think we actually do have somebody.
Do you guys have anything there at the apartments, like any vending, mini markets for the tenants?
I believe that I think we just got into a contract with.
I'm a local vending provider here in the area. I was just wondering if you guys had any vending right now for your tenants.
Oh, we do, yeah.
Hey Trevor, good afternoon. This is Danny. I was just giving you a quick call. I'm a local vending provider here in the area. Do you guys have any of that yet in the apartment complex?
We do not, but at this time we're not looking to add anything.
All right, boys. Start of a new week. Last week I got absolutely raped on the doors. Not physically, of course, figuratively. It was tough to say the least, right? You're going door to door, cold calling. Definitely not easy for sure. This week I'm going to be changing the strategy just a little bit. I'm going to try launching a cold email campaign, which is going to take 2 weeks to warm up the accounts. I feel like I'm running an agency now. Back in 2023 was when I ran an agency. I feel like I'm doing the same stuff again, but completely different niche, completely different industry. So we're going to be doing cold emails to different executives, HR managers, different people that own different types of facilities that I'm looking to get into for the vending machines, and we're going to see how that goes. The other thing that I was kind of thinking about was going back and calling vending machine owners again to see if more people are interested in selling. That way I can possibly buy their business as well. That worked well for me, and so I'm going to just double down and do it again.
Please leave your message for 865.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, this is Danny. I'm just a local vending operator here in the area, looking to acquire some routes or buy some locations. Give me a quick call back when you can. Thank you.
The party you are trying to reach is not available to take your call.
Just cook, bro.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Hello?
Hey, is this are these vending services?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Dan. I was just giving a quick call. I'm another vending operator here in the area. I was just calling to see if you guys had any routes or locations you guys are looking to possibly sell.
Oh, no, I can do repairs.
Okay, sweet. Well, if I have any repairs, then I'll definitely make sure to reach out.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Green, I'm sorry I'm not able to get to the phone right now, but at the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I'm going to stop the video here. That's basically kind of what I'm getting. No one's really responding or answering the phone. Yeah. Anyways, I'll figure it out. We'll keep on pushing, but I'm trying to record a little bit so you guys can see what it was like.
You know when you look at other people and you're like, dang, I'm so far behind. Like right now I'm kind of going through the phase of life where all my friends are getting married. Everyone has jobs already. Everyone's already graduated university, at least in my age group. And I go on YouTube and just scrolling through my feed and I see some 23-year-old kid busting like $3 million car. You know, and I go and I look, I'm like, my goodness. The more you look around, you know, things like social media and whatnot, it's like this 25-year-old kid spent $600,000 on a car, and here I am barely scraping up $6,000. It just sometimes feels like life's a little bit unfair. But what can you do? My friend was talking to me the other day. He was like, dude, I remember back when I was first getting my business off the ground, there were dark times. You know those times in life when you're kind of like, yeah, dude, I don't want to go back to that. You know, whether it's like crazy ex, job you hated, and you were slaving away every day of your life, or like, you know, whatever that thing kind of is that kind of makes you look at that period like a dark time, right? You're like, you don't even like to think about it. I looked at my buddy and I was like, dude, to be honest, it's been dark times for me for like the past 4 years or so. I've just been constantly trying, working hard, and failing over and over and over again. I tried this business, failed. Tried this business, failed. Tried this business, failed. And I go look everywhere I look. It's like, this guy 21 years old, millionaire. This guy 18 years old, millionaire. This guy 25 years old, millionaire. You know, buying Ferraris, Lambos, everything. And it just makes me feel horrible. It's like, what am I doing wrong? Why is it that if I want to be successful and I'm actually putting in the work and I'm actually trying my hardest, I'm grinding, I'm not stupid, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't sleep around, I don't party, I don't get wasted, I don't do any of the stuff that 99% of the people do, and I believe I generally work hard. I know I'm not retarded. And other people my exact same age that maybe don't want it as bad, maybe just got quote-unquote lucky. You know, I know success isn't like 100% luck, at least not most people. Most people kind of put some effort into it. But it's like, this guy over here basically essentially got lucky. Here I am, I'm grinding so hard, and I haven't had any success. What the heck? It's really frustrating. Or you have friends that like, you know they're going to be fine because they got daddy's money. Like, worst comes to worst, it's fun. Like, I know my mom was reaching back out to me and she was like, hey, if nothing works out, you can just come back home. But I promised myself when I left home I wasn't going to go back because I didn't want to fall back into my comfort zone. I'm just too far into it. I just have to like risk it all, to be honest. Dude, life has been... I've been going through so many dark times. At this point, I'm a nocturnal animal, dude. Like, I can just see through the dark. You just can't look at other people, man. Because the more you look at other people, it kind of just destroys your joy and everything you have going on in your life. And just try not to compare yourself to others. Because, like, for me, with this whole entire process, it's just failure upon failure upon failure. No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to figure it out. I don't know what it is. I've already gone through the business hoe phase, if that makes sense. Like, you know, when you're young, everyone calls it a hoe phase. They call it a hoe phase because, you know, the girl goes around and sleeps with a bunch of guys. Right? The guy goes around, he's a player, and he finesses a bunch of girls. You've kind of got to go through your whole phase in business. And you got to try different businesses to see which ones are good, which ones are bad. Which ones make more sense for your personality and which ones aren't. Which ones you're passionate about and which businesses you generally don't like at all. You know, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? I've already gone through that quote-unquote whole phase where, like, I've just failed at a bunch of different businesses, and I could basically give you a rundown of every business model, how it works, why it makes sense, why it doesn't. But now you gotta eventually just gotta choose one thing and lock in. I just feel so behind, man, so behind. It's like, why, if I'm working so hard, why can't I just be successful? Why can't I just... Dang, bro. Well, instead of sitting here and complaining, I just gotta get out there and do more work. You just gotta do so much work where it's just inevitable for you to succeed, basically. But that doesn't change the fact that it is still kind of frustrating. Because me sitting here and complaining is not going to change anything. Like, oh, you know, I don't have daddy's money. Oh, I didn't figure out the right business when I first go. You know, oh, that guy made money and I don't. Or, you know, he's a scammer and I'm trying to do my money, like, make my money ethically. All that stuff doesn't really matter. Eventually, all it comes down to just working harder, working smarter, and getting better at what you do. But this is all about me being transparent about the mental game as an entrepreneur. Because it's all mental. It's like 90% mental. Like, I knocked 25 doors today. 0 progress. I didn't even record it. It just sucks, but no progress, nothing's going well, rent's coming due, we basically have no money, we're gonna have to figure something out. You can't quit, you can't quit, can't quit. Gotta keep on going forward, pushing forward. Life isn't fair, man. Can't hate the players. Gotta hate the game. You can't hate the players. What's problem is when you the problem is that when you focus on the players, you become very bitter. And you get really frustrated. Because you see other players in the quote unquote game of business, right? Or the game of life, that have hit it on their first try, that have gotten lucky, that have had different advantages that you didn't have. But you just can't focus on that. It's so frustrating. I remember when I was younger, it's just like I was trying so hard to get some money together to buy my first vending machines. And other people like in my class, they just have 100 grand saved down from their parents. It's like crazy, dude. It's just, life isn't fair, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna change your current situation. The only thing that's gonna change your current situation is getting off your butt, getting out there and working. I feel like I knew I was gonna go through this phase of life. Like when I was not too long ago, you know, there's girls in the picture, right? And there's this one specific girl that I was very attracted to. She was a really nice girl, and I think she felt the same way about me. And it came to the point where she was like, so what are we? And although part of me really wanted to commit and, you know, be in a relationship with this girl, and she was actually a really good girl, a 10 out of 10. Virgin, good Christian girl from two-parent household, in good shape, humble. You know, in my perspective, where I look for in a girl, she's a very, very good, attractive girl. But it's like, I just had nothing to give. Not only that, I don't want to drag her through the dirt. I'd rather just go through all of this painful period by myself. And I'm not trying to say about my decision, that my decision was correct. You can come up to that own conclusion what you would do for yourself. All I can say is for me, I'd rather go through this tough phase by myself because there's an incredible amount of stress. And I don't think anyone would understand. In fact, I don't expect potentially my future partner to understand. Neither should they. You gotta make sacrifices, man, and what you're willing to sacrifice is what will get you ahead.